probably the toughest one for all of us. I mean, there's so many great players in Northwest Ohio, but we each came up with one, and this time, Mike Robb, you're leading us off.
Well, we've talked about him all day. Brandon Leach. This is a kid who was benched last year, we mentioned. He had to get eye surgery. I think it was almost a year ago to this date. He had eye surgery, and he said, hey, I want to have the off season of my life, and I want to be the best football player I can be. And you know what? This kid didn't show up short of that at all. I mean, doing what he did, his father passed away at the beginning of the season. So throughout the season, this is a kid, a young man who had to deal with losing a father figure. I didn't lose my dad until I was in my late 20s. And for him to go out here, go 7-0, you know his father was behind him, standing behind this kid. So this is what I want to say. Player of the Year goes to a kid who showed tremendous effort and hustle and did the unthinkable and redeemed himself.
Yeah, that's that's a great pick, and we've seen him kind of grow. I hate to say grow because he's 6'7". I mean, I don't know if he can grow anymore, but coming down from Canada and then coming here and then taking over and just kind of led this team on a magical year. And you kind of see how Doug Downing and he as leaders help this team, right?
100%. I mean, and it's beautiful, like I said, because when a kid, puts his mind to something and wants to be successful and do it, and have the right success. We already nominated Coach Downing. I mean, the Coach of the Year. I mean, yes, you got good support and good players around you, and you know what? It couldn't have been better for this kid here to have that family around him. So this is awesome. So congrats, Brandon.
All right, so Brandon Leach of Northview wins Mike Robb's Player of the Year award, and that leads us to Mike Jewell.
And it's funny you mentioned the Downing-Leach connection, because you go Jason Mensing Coach of the Year, and I'm go Thomas Eitner as Player of the Year.
Nice.
3 seasons at the varsity level at quarterback. He made the system work on every snap. They're in the state semis as a sophomore. They're in the state finals and runners-up as a junior, and they take it all this year, 14-0. Numbers, not extraordinary. We care deeply about numbers at quarterback, but he broke the back of every opponent he played. There's that offense that they run. The quarterback is not maintaining the game. He is the field general and field leader. And time again, Thomas Eitner would make the big play, create the big moment, passed at about a 67% clip. All of them big-time plays and passes. Thomas Eitner, check off one other thing. Is he a D1 athlete? Absolutely he is in the sport of baseball. Thomas Eitner, you can play anywhere you want to at the high school level, and good luck at the college. It's been fun watching you.
Eitner headed to the University of Toledo on a baseball scholarship, and you mentioned it. The one thing that he has that none of the other players or coaches outside of Mensing is a state championship ring, so he caps off that career and one that they'll always remember up in Ottawa Lake.
Oh, just a great storyline. And if you get a chance, go up and watch a home Whiteford game. Walk through the forest that John Gibson made famous in his poetry. It is something that inspires you. There's something right about everything they do up there. And they got Ty Eitner next year. They got little brother coming back.
That's true. So just to recap, we've had Mensing and Eitner from Whiteford. We've had Downing and Leach from Northview, so that's coach and quarterback. So I had Dempsey as my Coach of the Year. That would lead you to believe that I might go Central Catholic and Jace Bowen. I almost did.
Oh.
Instead, I went St. John's Dallas Gant. Again, you're going to say I'm Captain Obvious here, but let's list this. 4-star recruit. Obviously, we all know he'll play for Urban Meyer. First-team All-State linebacker, District Defensive Player of the Year, the Blade Player of the Year, led the team to the playoffs for the first time since 2010. On offense, 27 catches, incredible ones like this, for 456 and 7 touchdowns, carries a 3.7 GPA, and will graduate this month. Start attending classes at The Ohio State University, but first he'll play in the Army All-American Bowl. That is my Player of the Year, Dallas Gant. And again, you might be saying, that's pretty easy, but we don't see a whole lot of players like Dallas Gant come through here, do we?
Oh, my goodness, no. The combination of everything and the intangibles, because that's what we love, the mental toughness, the desire to play. And again, you come back to one game, 1 point. Week 10, you win that with seniors against Central Catholic in the state playoffs. Dallas Gant, great pick.
And that was another one. They knocked off Central Catholic, something they hadn't done in a long time.